Well, here he is, the Puerto Rican champion, Mark Davidson, set for this defense against Action Andretti. Alex Lascala, my friend, great job with the introductions as always. And you just missed it. I just saw one heck of a pep talk from Angel Fashion towards Mark Davidson. I know Davidson not still in all the good graces of an Action, trying to prove his worth to the group, especially after with Dan Moff. I've been out a while. What can you tell me? What has been going on here?
Well, Rock and John, Angel Fashion, if you are going to be a part of the group in Action, you really have to step up your game and you have to kick ass and you have to not take any mercy and show any mercy to your opposition. He is just trying to instill a better attitude, maybe if you want to call it, to Mark Davidson, because he is a champion and also he has an opportunity to be a member of an XCL. Not just a honorary member, a real member.
And you know what, XCL would love to add the Puerto Rican Championship to their collection. And you say a better attitude? Let's go with badder attitude. I think that might be the proper term. But Mark Davidson, I've seen this guy wrestle. I was at the PRWA when he took on Dante Caballero a few months ago. One of the classiest acts I have seen in this business, but I've seen the aggressive side start to come out. And you have to ask, is Action Andretti, the young kid out of the fighting city of Philadelphia, ready to go in this, let's go ahead and say it, this Rocky Balboa-esque contest we got here? The champion, Mark Davidson, the challenger, Action Andretti. And a little bit of sportsmanship there with a little high-five slap just a second ago as we got a collar and elbow tie up middle of the ring.
Well, I'll tell you what, the sight to see definitely is ready because this is a huge opportunity for him, and you have to capitalize here in Immortal Lucha Libre. When that opportunity presents itself to you, you must get that job done. And he's got a tall order tonight with the Puerto Rican champion, Mark Davidson, no doubt.
Absolutely. The opportunity came a knock-in, and Action Andretti answered the door. And here we go, quick crucifix, roll up. Only a one count. Davidson able to get the shoulder up quickly. And again, I mentioned I saw Action Andretti at our previous show months back, my last show that I was here, as Davidson out a quick leg sweep. He also gets a one count. And Andretti likes to fly. He's got more aerial moves than I've seen in a long time. And the question becomes, is again a one count, is Davidson ready for those high-flying moves?
Well, Action Andretti definitely wants to play to his strengths. If he is going to capture the Puerto Rican Championship tonight, it will behoove him to take it to the air and maybe be more aggressive off the top rope than Mark Davidson, who's trying for a little bit more of a ground attack, ground and pound, and that aggressive, just beat your opponent down on the mat.
As you see here at the bottom of our screen, check us out, Immortal Lucha Libre, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at Immortal Lucha Libre 1, the website, immortalluchalibre.com, to break down everything as we get closer and closer to Dissension pay-per-view, a huge night, and the back and forth continuing here in the ring. And Andretti ready to go, and Davidson showing a little bit of respect to the young man, and a huge chance, this huge opportunity, as you said. Championship opportunities do not come often, and now Davidson looking for a handshake to get the crowd into this one.
Momentum. You have to carry this opportunity. As you can see, you put up, two gentlemen shake your hands in the ring. Good sportsmanship. Whoa! Mark Davidson shoots him off.
Irish whip off the ropes, leapfrog over. And I got a question for you. You think Angel Fashion liked that show of sportsmanship just a second ago?
Probably not, because that is not the attitude that he is instilling in Mark Davidson, as we saw earlier on.
Quick roll up, cover, 1, 2.
And 2 count. Whoa!
Barry crucifix again.
The action is hot and heavy. You better believe it. You don't want to miss a moment here.
Miss it. Quick roll up and another 2 count for Mark Davidson. Yeah, you got. I have to say, like you said, another quick backslide, 2 count. Andretti quickening the pace. He knows a fast-paced match favors him. If he gets slowed down, it goes to Mark Davidson. Counter kicks everywhere. Double drop kick. Both men have the same idea. And there's the nip up from both men.
Both of them back in a standing position. They're showing some respect, but also a bit of trash talking, which I like here.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is just the warm-up. This is just the teaser. Coming up tonight in our main event, El Lobo, Siler Andrews, teams with an Action. That would, of course, be, as we mentioned, Mark Davidson trying to get into that group. tonight, Lobo teams with Anexion. They battle.
They're battling Morgan El Nazareno and also Samuel Adams. Why? Because Taboo was not able to make it again. So Mr. Goodluck stepping in with the West Side Mafia. This is going to be a war in our main event.
And if I'm not mistaken, Sam Adams from Puerto Rico. He's lived in the West Side. He knows these guys well. So is this the wise choice for the West Side Mafia to bring in Mr. Goodluck? The dissension, the hatred that has developed between him and El Lobo. What could we expect in this main event still to come tonight?
I'm going to expect fireworks because there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of heat between these guys. We're going to see it.
What a double drop kick by Mark Davidson. And it looks like Davidson's going to fly up and over.
Oh, he missed!
Missed the clothesline. Davidson with a cannonball to the floor.
Andretti is down and Davidson is up and he looks fired up.
Davidson getting the crowd into this one. This has been a fantastic contest here, and there's a chop to the chest of Action Andretti.
Well, Action Andretti definitely is fired up because, remember, Mark Davidson is the very first Puerto Rican champion. He wants to be the second man to hold it.
Oh, into the post, into the steps and everything for Andretti, and now working over the arm is Mark Davidson. Let's take a look at this again. Watch this beautiful leftover by Davidson, and then a cannonball taken down Andretti. But here, Lascala, Alex, man.
I'll tell you what, his shoulder has to be hurt, man. He is trying to separate that shoulder.
And look at the eyes of Mark Davidson.
That was a little too close, cameraman.
The Mark Davidson, the eyes tell the story. And here he goes again, working over the arm. Seems eerily familiar to what happened when he and Moth met not too long ago for this same Puerto Rican title. What happened in that match that now we're starting to see this more aggressive side of Mark Davidson? Is it really trying to prove himself to an Anexion, or has something clicked in Davidson that has brought out the aggressiveness? And there, drop kick to the shoulder that he's just damaged both on the outside of the steps and to the ring post.
Well, I can tell you, this aggressive side of Davidson, man, I'll tell you what, Action Andretti is taking a beating here. He is hurting, but the champion, he is keeping that momentum going. And don't forget, on our next episode, we have the man who is carrying some momentum in Genesis Jafet. He will take on El Gentil. That'll be on our next episode.
Okay, of course, goes in now, working over the arm some more. You got to think, how much more pain, how much more damage can that arm take from Action Andretti? Davidson now into the buckle. Goes Andretti face first.
Well, this man has a never-say-die attitude. He is from the City of Champions, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I did make the Rocky reference earlier, and you got to think as now working over, looks like the Kimura lock. A dangerous submission hold that has been known to separate some shoulders, and then the shoulder breaker with the knees by Mark Davidson, and I think he's done playing around with Action Andretti. He wants to get this done and over with.
How much more can Andretti take? I'll tell you what, I admire the courage, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of pain and damage being inflicted. How much more, Rockin' John, do you think he can take?
Well, we'll have to see the heart and the guts of this kid, Action Andretti. You said it, Philadelphia is known for its underdogs. I've known a couple of underdogs that won some championships in the last number of years. So big boot sends Andretti back to the floor. If anybody can keep that fighting spirit going for Philadelphia, it is Action Andretti. Davidson getting ready. Off the ropes. Tope Suicida through the middle and bottom rope from Mark Davidson, the Puerto Rican champion, rolling here.
And he let out a champion's roar there as he just took Andretti down. And Andretti, there is not much left in the tank, I'm going to say, because he looks like he is being decimated.
Continuing to work over the arm, a vicious stomp there, and I don't see any matting or padding out there. That is solid concrete on the floor, and you got to think Andretti now, he's going for his own Tope Suicida to the floor. Down goes Davidson. And this is what happens when you take time to taunt to the crowd. You took your eyes off the ball, and Action Andretti nails the tope through the ropes.
This is the action you can come to expect on each and every episode of Immortal Lucha Libre, and that's why you don't want to miss anything, because talent from the globe is coming here. And all you have to do is use an example of Zion RT1, a man who had a great debut recently.
Absolutely. You just saw here Andretti. The steps were used against him earlier in the match, and now returns the favor to Davidson. Andretti, top rope, nails the clothesline, taking down Mark Davidson. work the shoulder, though. You got to think he used the bad arm, trying to get some feeling back into it. Can Action Andretti get the feeling back, the blood flow? You see him smack it. You see him twisting the arm and everything to get it back, the blood flow going.
Well, right now, when you're working off adrenaline, sometimes adrenaline can carry you all the way, but let's see if that is enough to take Action Andretti with that adrenaline to the Puerto Rican Championship window.
Here we are, kicks to the chest of Davidson, working it over. And now Andretti with another kick to the chest of Mark Davidson. Championship opportunities don't come all that often. Action Andretti proving to everyone out there he is worthy of this opportunity. Caught. Davidson has the leg. Whoa! Landing on his feet. Off the rope. Springboard Inseguri catches Davidson on the jaw. Into the cover. Ref. 1, 2. Not enough. Davidson able to power out.
So close, but man, the referee just
There's a little out of position. Have to make sure to keep his eyes on both shoulders. Andretti now looking at Davidson, setting him up, climbing the ropes. I don't know if you want to be that close to the ropes for any move. Yeah, you mistimed something here. Off the ropes. Went for moonsault. Davidson catches, pop up, buckle bomb to Andretti. Another power bomb. 1, 2. 2 7/8.
Wow,
says our official.
Just got that up. Wow, in the nick of time.
Absolutely.
Wow. I'll tell you what, this is just an awesome championship match. Both men are leaving it all in the ring, and this is for the Puerto Rican Championship. I'll tell you what, there is nothing going to be left after these guys when this is over at some point.
Absolutely not. And now Davidson, he's calling for it. Setting up, double underhook, looks for a package. But Andretti off the ropes. Caught Davidson, clothesline, miss, backbreaker, neckbreaker combination by Action Andretti. But again, favoring the arm. Could have gone for the cover, probably would have had the win, but the arm becoming a problem. Running shooting star, I should say. And a kick out by Davidson. You got to ask yourself, the pain in the arm. Did it take too much time to allow Davidson to be able to catch himself?
That's true. What is it going to take to put Davidson away? Andretti is hitting him with everything and anything but the kitchen sink. That's the only thing I haven't seen come out yet, honestly.
Well, it pops up. Here we go. Take a look at this again. The backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. And then watch how Andretti grabs his arm. Beautiful running shooting star press. Hooks both legs. One with his arm, the other with his legs, but not enough. And here comes the tape coming off of Action Andretti.
You can hear him. He said, what do you got left? He said, what do you got left? But I will tell you what, those steps, that ring post, they definitely have done some major damage to that shoulder because I see him keep rubbing it. That is just going to be a continuing thing that's going to linger here till the finish.
These two men now trading blow for blow, and yeah, absolutely, because more damage done by Mark Davidson. Chop to the chest, overhand chops, back chops. These two men, and now Davidson looking like he's got the upper hand with a forearm shivers to the face. Davidson did more damage to Andretti's arm than Andretti did to Davidson's.
Absolutely, and they were a brawling chop fest, and now it's mano y mano. Here we go again. Whoa!
Andretti telling him, what do you got? Is that it? I can take this. Davidson now, more shots to the head. Action Andretti, he wants Andretti to start swinging as well. Ducks the punch. Shot blows to the body, kicks. European uppercut. Pele kick.
On the money.
Catches Davidson, quick cover. Oh, only a 2 count again.
So many near falls. I am just amazed that these guys are kicking out. I think it's like 2 9/10. My God.
At that point, doesn't get any closer without the bell ringing. Andretti now. You can see the arm again, favoring it.
I don't know if it's fatigue. I know it's fatigue, the shoulder. I mean, I just don't know. But he is still up, and he's still putting it out there.
This just proves how much the Puerto Rican Championship means to Action Andretti, how much it means to Mark Davidson. No, it may not have the same procedures you'd say a world title, but for them, it is a world title because it represents Puerto Rico. The island has given us so many terrific wrestlers over the years. They want to be the representative of that great country. They want this championship, and it looks like we got a superplex attempt coming from Action Andretti. I don't know if that's a good idea with that bad wing.
Well, besides prestige and gold, it's also more money at the pay window. You know what? The bank account talks. Money talks and the rest walks. You know that.
Absolutely. Davidson fights Andretti off. Andretti now pop up to the top. More blows to the head of Davidson. Shot to the ribs. Headbutt. Another headbutt. Looked like he may have tried to rake at the eyes there, but I could not see. Ref didn't say so. Ooh, diving shoulder breaker right back to the bad arm. And Davidson now, the frustration starting to build.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you what. I don't think he wanted to really do that, but he needed something to get the momentum back on his side.
Wow, it looks like he's not sure what he did.
Conflicted.
Yeah, he's conflicted. Like, oh, my God, what did I do?
At Mark Davidson, you can see an Action. There it is, the pressure from an Action, the pressure from Angel Fashion to as Angel Fashion put it, to really find his balls. And here we go, looking for the submission.
He's got it locked in. He's got it cinched in really tight here.
Shadow lock, locked in tight. And now you see Andretti, going no to the official. Screaming the pain there. You're going to think how much more damage the arm can take. Still saying no, that's a wave there. He does not want to help. That's how much this championship means to him.
Look at him. Look how red his chest is. Holy cow, look at how much he's cinching on it.
Oh, there it is. The tap is there.
The Immortal Lucha Libre Puerto Rican champion, Mark Davidson.
What a match, Alex. I mean, this was just beautiful from the start to finish. And the aggressiveness of Davidson there, though. The pressure from an Action from Angel Fashion. What a match we just had here. And if I'm Action Andretti, nothing to hold your head down about. That was a beautiful opportunity this close to becoming the Puerto Rican champion.
This young man has many more opportunities in his young career here at Immortal Lucha Libre. He showed that fighting spirit, and that's what it's going to take to get that championship at some point down the line.
What a way to kick off the action here tonight. The Puerto Rican championship on the line. Action Andretti, disappointed. He's going to get the job done, but as you said, title opportunities are going to come his way. This was just a taste of what he can give, and you know he wants more. As now Andretti just snagged the title.
Andretti eyeing that title. He's like, someday this will be mine. Looking at over a death stare, actually, at Mark Davidson.
Davidson and Andretti now sharing words, trying to hear what they have to say. Respect given by Action Andretti, handing the championship back to Davidson and raising his arm, using the bad arm to do it, but
outstanding sportsmanship.